Reasons why an Aquarius may ignore you or cut you off. Specifically, reasons why an Aquarius man or an Aquarius woman may cut you off. Well, one thing you will know from this video, or you will take from this video, is that Aquariuses go where the fun and the excitement is and the adventure. Your Aquariuses are people who get easily bored, alright? They get easily fed up with something, especially if something isn't going their way or the way they had hoped or wanted. They easily move on to the next thing. So it could be that, they got bored easily, unfortunately. It can be hard to keep an Aquarius's attention, so don't take that too personally. If you have the ability to keep an Aquarius's attention, you are godsend. You may be a genius. You're definitely interesting. You're definitely exciting in some way because, like I said, they go where the interest, the excitement is. And it may just be that they're not interested. They're not excited about what you're offering. These are just, some reasons off the bat why an Aquarius may ignore you or cut you off. Aquariuses are highly intelligent people and they think ahead. So if they feel like you don't really need them, but you're still asking them in some way for assistance or for something, they will ignore you. Aquariuses are very capable people, so they can spot another capable person a mile away. And when they feel like you're capable of dealing with your problems on your own, if you bring your problems to Aquarius in some way, shape, or form, chances are they will ignore you. Also, Aquarius is, like I said, they tend to go where, they prioritize excitement and fun in a way, if that makes sense. It's like what's most important to them is what's the most fun, what's the most exciting, what's the most meaningful to them. And that's how they prioritize things. And sometimes you have to find where you fit in with an Aquarius. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But for the most part, they are people that are very selective of who they choose to spend time with. They are very social creatures. They're an air sign, but they're not constantly social like maybe a Gemini or a Libra. All right, both other fellow air signs. Aquarius is kind of need their alone time. They may hang out with you, and they may kind of need their break so they can go and hang out with their other group of friends, or their other best friend, or their boyfriend, their brother, their sister. Like they kind of need to dibble and dabble in every little bit of everything or everyone. And I don't mean that in the way you're thinking right now. Or maybe I do. If they feel like you're getting a little bit too close, too obsessive, too attached, they will definitely ignore you. Aquariuses, once again, are social creatures. They have a way of making you feel comfortable. They make great conversationists or conversationalists. They make great conversation. But, you don't want to get too attached to that Aquarius energy. It is very easy to get attached, but you have to remain detached. If you get attached too easily, or you get too obsessive, too possessive, too fast or too easily, Aquarius most likely will ignore you or cut you off. They need their freedom. Aquarius is, that's one other thing you will take from this video, is that Aquarius are all about their freedom. And if you restrict their freedom in any way, they will ignore you or cut you off to maintain that freedom, to maintain their sense of freedom. Aquarius has also changed their mind very easily, so it is very possible that they're giving you all the signs and signals that they're down to do something. They're totally down to go on a date. They're totally down to help you with your homework. They're totally down to cook dinner. But when the time comes for them to actually do that thing that they really didn't want to do, but in the moment they were just so revved up and pumped up off of adrenaline that they were like, yeah, why not? Aquarius is most likely going to act like that whole situation didn't happen. They're going to ignore it. They're going to cut you off, and they're not going to want to do that thing, That's the thing with Aquarius is that you have to understand their energy, They're just not people who do things that they don't want to do. And once again, they're big on, if you can do it yourself, then do it yourself. Like, if you can figure it out yourself, then figure it out yourself. They're not people who necessarily like to hold your hand the whole way. They'll teach you a few things, but then they'll leave you to your own devices. That's that kind of detached kind of thing. So definitely will get you ignored. Interestingly enough, if they feel like you're overcrossing their boundaries with their other friends or family members, if you're getting too close to them, and that makes them feel uncomfortable, they will ignore you or cut you off. Because that is, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is all about friends and acquaintances, social groups, and how we function in groups, our true sense of identity and purpose in the world, and belonging, and being of service to the people. So when you come in and you kind of start philandering on their territory, in relationships, their other relationships, that will definitely cause them to give you a side eye. Like, it's almost like you coming in, you being the best friend of the Aquarius, but then it's like you end up getting really close to Aquarius's boyfriend or girlfriend. Aquarius is gonna be like, okay, let's cut you off, let's start ignoring you. So I can put a boundary between you and I, and you and my friends as well. They have a way of kind of ignoring you or cutting you off as a way of putting you in your place. And that's that Saturn energy. Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn. So Aquarius is ruled by both Uranus and Saturn. And Saturn is all about, strict boundaries and, being very forceful, being very diligent, being very serious, So they can kind of use blocking you or cutting you off or ignoring you as a power play, as a way of gaining control in the situation as well. Speaking of which, Aquariuses are amazing. They're highly intelligent, they're highly capable, but they can have this superiority complex where they may feel like they're better than you, and because they feel like they're better than you, they may choose to ignore you or cut you off rather than directly addressing their problem with you or their situation with you, which is even more shady than actually addressing the problem with you. So they can kind of use the ignore and the cutoff as a diss, as like a direct diss. But it can be very indirect, but direct in that way. It's a very confusing behavior. But I feel like an Aquarius will totally understand what I'm saying. And they're really good at it. Like, they can totally be like, oh yeah, like, oh, I can't wait to hang out with you again. Oh my gosh, don't worry about it. Like, I know it was a joke. I know, don't worry, I didn't take offense to it. Oh my gosh, no big deal. Yeah, we're totally gonna hang out next weekend, blah blah blah. And then you go your separate ways and you never hear from that Aquarius again, even though they said they didn't take your joke personally. All is well. They can switch on that. They can switch on you like that, just like out of the blue, and it's just like, well, and there's literally nothing you can do about it because an Aquarius will go on like they don't know who you are, like literally Mariah Carey and J-Lo. I don't know her. But sometimes Aquariuses do get, hemmed up. They do get kind of busy, and sometimes you just need to text them back a few days later, a week later, and they'll get right back to you, But then there may be that cycle again of them ignoring you or cutting you off. So just be prepared for that. I always say it's best to let an Aquarius come to you. The only thing is that can take forever. So have patience with an Aquarius. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, comment, and share. Make sure if you would like a personal reading from me, I am an astrologer as well as a psychic tarot reader, so I would love to read your birth cards, or your birth chart, your natal chart, or your psychic tarot reading cards, or your psychic card, or your tarot cards, and yeah. So if you would like a personal reading from me, check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. I am available for readings, so if you purchase your reading now, you will get it as soon as possible, within 1 to 3 days or sooner. Once you purchase your reading, I will send you an email confirmation within 24 hours and within 1 to 3 days or sooner. Typically, it's sooner. We will get your reading done as soon as possible, sooner than 3 days, okay? Make sure you also hit the bell next to the subscribe button, of course, so you get a notification whenever I go live or upload a brand new video. Check out my social media pages. My Instagram is at Lamarr Townsend. My Facebook is Lamarr Townsend Tarot. Links are in the description box. Check out my ebook available on Amazon for download, titled Zodiac Signs, Sex Language, written and published by me. And also check out my singles on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Tidal, and other streaming services. Those songs are called Unblock Me and Forbidden Fruit. Love and light. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and peace out.